College's 24-meter Smiley N. Pool, staff photographer TCU, running back Darius Anderson, 6, breaks through the Texas defense to score on a 31-yard touchdown run during the fourth quarter of an NCAA football game at Amon G. Stadium on Saturday, November 4, 2017, in Fort Worth, Texas. TCU won the game 24-7. Smiley N. Pool, The Dallas Morning News by SportsDay.com. At SportsDay, SportsDay's panel of college bloggers voted to decide which team in Texas had the most offensive firepower heading into the 2018 season. The top team in their ballots receives 12 points, second receives 11, and so on. Here's a look at our off-season Best in Texas poll so far. Those voting in the poll: Adam Grossberg, Reese Graham, Matthew Berger, Spencer Davis, Alex Miller, Matthew Cardenas, Michael Shapiro, and Brett Vito. More off-season rankings: Is TCU still the team to beat? Are the Aggies ahead of the Longhorns? Rankings: First place votes in parenthesis rank, school points 1. TCU 6, 9, 1, 2. Texas 73 T3. Texas Tech 73 5. North Texas 61 6. Houston 67. Baylor 48 8. SMU 47 9. UTSA 31 10. Texas State 21 11. Rice 17 12. UTEP 13 1. TCU Paul Mosley /P Mosley at star-telegram.com. TCU Horned Frogs wide receiver Sean Nixon, 3, leaps in the air with wide receiver Jalen Reagor, 18, after Nixon's second quarter touchdown as SMU plays TCU in their annual Iron Skillet game in Fort Worth, Saturday, September 16, 2017. Org XMIT, B73109345040.1. Reese Graham, while quarterback and the offensive line remain major question marks, top rusher Darius Anderson returns for the Frogs alongside Sewo Olonilua, one of the more dynamic offensive weapons in the state. TCU's air circus might prove more demoralizing for defenses than ever, with Jalen Reagor leading the deepest receiving corps that college football has seen in recent memory. 2. Texas A. Ashley Landis, The Dallas Morning News. Alex Miller, the Aggies return a multitude of starters on both sides of the ball that saw significant playing time last season, which benefits Jimbo Fisher. A. Texas Louis DeLuca, staff photographer Texas Longhorns wide receiver Colin Johnson, 9, runs for yardage after a pass catch during the University of Maryland Terrapins vs. the University of Texas Longhorns NCAA football game at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium in Austin, Texas on Saturday, September 2, 2017. Louis DeLuca, The Dallas Morning News. Michael Shapiro, the biggest question mark for Texas lies on the offensive line, where the Longhorns failed to protect quarterbacks Shane Buechele and Sam Ehlinger throughout 2017. But Texas does have significant weaponry at receiver, led by potential All-American Colin Johnson. T3. Texas Tech Smiley N. Pool, staff photographer Texas Tech quarterback Jet Duffy, 7, throws a pass during the Red Raiders spring scrimmage at the Star on Saturday, April 7, 2018, in Frisco. Smiley N. Pool, The Dallas Morning News. Matthew Cardenas, with the loss of a starting quarterback and multiple receivers, do not be surprised if Tech's offense takes a step back next season. 5. North Texas Jeff Wu, DRC. North Texas sophomore quarterback Mason Fine, 6, drops back in the pocket and looks for an open receiver, while being defended by the Army defense at Apogee Stadium, Saturday, November 18, 2017, in Denton, Texas. Jeff Wu, DRC. Brett Vito, UNT continues to make big strides under coach Seth Littrell and offensive coordinator Graham Harrell. The Mean Green averaged 35.5 points per game last season and will be potent again behind returning starting quarterback Mason Fine. The question is if UNT can replace key running back Jeffrey Wilson. 6. Houston Leslie Plaza Johnson, AP the 10th of September 2016, Houston Cougars head coach Tom Herman leads the team onto the field during the NCAA football game between the Lamar Cardinals and Houston Cougars at TCU Stadium in Houston, Texas. Photograph by Leslie Plaza Johnson, Icon SportsWire via AP Images org XMIT, 264,706 Houston landed Tennessee transfer quarterback Quinton Dormady this offseason, who is expected to battle with redshirt freshman Bryson Smith and 2018 signee Clayton Tune for the starting job. 7. Baylor Jerry Larson, AP Baylor quarterbacks Charlie Brewer throws during the team's first day of spring NCAA college football practice Thursday, March 15, 2018, in Waco, Texas. Jerry Larson, Waco Tribune Herald via AP, Matthew Berger, the Bears have plenty of talent to return to the top of this list, especially if Charlie Brewer progresses in year 2. With dynamic wide receiver core and talent at running back, do the Bears have what it takes to return to the offensive dominance they have had in the Big over the last decade? 8. SMU Andy Jacobson, staff photographer SMU head coach Sonny Dykes and quarterback Ben Hicks speak during the second half of the 2017 DXL Frisco Bowl between Louisiana Tech and the Mustangs at Toyota Stadium in Frisco. On deck. 2017, Adam Grossberg, the Mustangs are blending Sonny Dykes' air raid offense with the familiar power spread practiced by Chad Morris prior to his departure for Arkansas. Offensive coordinator Rhett Lashley is bringing his spread philosophies to the hilltop as the team looks to see how quarterback Ben Hicks progresses after a strong sophomore season. 9. UTSA Eric A. AP UTSA head coach Frank Wilson, center, and his players celebrate their win over Charlotte in an NCAA college football game, Saturday, in November. 2016, in San Antonio. UTSA won 33-14, making them bowl eligible for the first time in the history of their football program. AP Photo, Eric A. org XMIT, TXEG 112 UTSA scored 23.5 points per game last season led by junior quarterback Dalton Sturm. In 2017, Sturm started all 11 games for the Roadrunners, completing 62.3% of his passes for 2,185 yards and 15 touchdowns. 10. Texas State Jeffrey McWhorter, special contributor. The scoreboard glows during the second half of a high school football game between Kimball and Hillcrest, Friday, November 10, 2017 at Franklin Stadium in Dallas, Texas. Kimball won 50-14. Jeffrey McWhorter, special contributor. Spencer Davis, Texas State's quarterback competition is expected to go into fall camp, so not much is known about what the offense will look like. 11. Rice Smiley N. Pool, AP Rice safety Paul Porras, 24, and linebacker Broderick Jackson, 31, celebrate with fans after 17-14 victory over Tulane in an NCAA college football game against Rice at Rice Stadium, Saturday, in November 30, 2013, in Houston. AP Photo, Houston Chronicle, Smiley N. Pool, mandatory credit $12,012,013 X Sports 2 OPP opponents outscored Rice 429-195 last season. However, the Owls still managed to average 331.8 yards per game. 12. UTEP Mark M. Hancock/NewsEagles.com UTEP wide receiver Donovan Kemp, 84, is tackled by SMU linebacker Jahgir Davis, 56, during a college football game at Ford Stadium in Dallas on September 10, 2011. Hancock, special contributor. After an 0-12 season in 2017, things can't really get worse for this UTEP offense that only averaged 11.7 points per game. Twitter, @SportsDayDFW.